Welcome to Second Story Garage. I'm Quentin Young. I'm here with Jeff Brinkman. Jeff, you're working on a new album. Can you tell me about the album? How's it going? What is it going to sound like?
It's going great. Our last album was To the Bones. It was about 1.5 years ago or so that we put that one out, and we had a really good response. But this one, I think we're using more for arranged musicians. Hazel Miller is one. It's definitely a little bit more on the organic side as far as less production, but more true to what we're doing at this point as far as our live shows go.
Now, you're working with Mark Kranchek on this
Yep.
album, and you've worked with him before, and he's going to be playing with you here today. Tell me, how did you meet him, and how did that working relationship develop?
It's funny. I met him about 10 years ago when I moved out here from Iowa, and it's funny. I moved out here with my cello player. He actually just contacted me yesterday, said he found a tape from like 10 years ago of when Mark came over the first time I met him, and we played together. And just recently we started mixing in some cello with our music, and we worked together for a while at the Daily Camera, which was interesting, and I took off to go do music again, and somehow we hooked up together and started writing music, and we've just been going strong ever since. We're already having material for the third album, and he's brought a lot of engineering and composition writing. I've just learned a lot by working with him, and hopefully he's learned a little bit by working with me, and it's a really good complementary relationship.
Now, you started writing music, from what I've read, at a very early age, when you were 7, I think, right? What brought that on at such a young age?
When I was 7, my dad used to play a lot of music in the living room when I was growing up, and I decided at 7 I was going to get a guitar, so I got one for my 7th birthday, and I didn't really start writing music till later in life. My mom had passed away from cancer when I was 10, and my first song was actually, it was like a grief counseling thing, and I was supposed to write a letter to her, so that turned into my first song. And that actually kind of spurred more songs on, and I found that I was something that I liked doing, and it was cool because one of the things that we do now, we have a song called I Remember, which it's a little bit like the song that I've done that I did back when for my mom, and this one actually was, we got to use it to support some different cancer charities, specifically Love, Hope, Strength.
You've been in the scene for a while now here in Boulder County. Can you tell me real briefly how you've seen that scene change?
I've seen a lot of musicians go up and diversify and change and stylistically, and there's ones that have been around for years and years and years, and it's just been interesting to meet them all and get to know them.
Well, we want to hear you play, so we're going to do that right now. Make sure and watch the performance.